Trepsicoloan is now live. Streaming Return to Monkey Island, Aventura con Trepsicoloan. Hoy, el retorno a la isla de los monos. Hola, sean bienvenidos a Aventura con Trepsicoloan. Esperaré unos momentos para iniciar el stream del Monkey a ver quiénes más se adhieren.
Crashing down, stand up, don't fall and drown. There's nothing that I want more but for you to catch me by the shore. Crashing down, stand up, don't fall and drown. There's nothing that I want more but for you to catch me by the shore.
Nico Ergatu. Bienvenido al canal. Hola Nico. Ya pronto comenzamos. Iré por un poco de cerveza y agua. Valentina Alcaraz. Bienvenido al canal. O creí que había llegado al final. Sanuala. Bienvenido al canal. Estoy buscando una cerveza y agua. Ya. Sigamos.
Hey, want to see my Mighty Pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate. That's me, Guybrush Threepwood. In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth. Treasure hunting is important for any pirate. The pirate leaders were in charge of the 3 trials, acting as judge, jury, executioner, and devoted grog tasters. The test of thievery involved breaking into the governor's mansion. The security was heavy. Mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility. This is when I met Elaine, the love of my life. She was governor at the time. Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials. Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island by the nefarious ghost pirate LeChuck. I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine. LeChuck thought he was in love with Elaine. My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified. Monkey Island was a steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not found on any map. You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but it got us there just the same. On the island was a gigantic monkey head statue with hidden catacombs underneath. The monkey head opened with a special key that you stuck in its ear. There were some people living there who claimed to be cannibals, but I think it was just a show for the tourists. You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but it got us there just the same. LeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface. I met an old castaway there, Herman Toothrot. He and the locals wrote a lot of indignant letters to each other. We wound up back on Melee Island for the stunning conclusion to my first big adventure. I made it to the church just in time to stop the wedding. Or so I thought. It turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that? By then, I had learned that ghosts like LeChuck are vulnerable to root beer. Just trust me, it works, okay? It was the beginning of something magical. These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big Whoop. I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. The map to the treasure had been... I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. Good times. The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces, which, let's face it, is about as piratey as it gets. Elaine always seems to know when I need her. The mysterious voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo taught me to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once. Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I. One time, Elaine got turned into a statue. LeChuck was behind it, of course. The guy never gives up. The fact that he turned her into a statue tells me LeChuck doesn't really love Elaine. He thinks of her as furniture. I got eaten by a snake. I erupted a volcano on purpose. There's not a lot I wouldn't do for Elaine. I got buried alive. It was around this time that I met Murray, the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle. Things backfired on LeChuck because Elaine and I got married when it was all over. Game, set, matchmaker. This was a great day. Though in retrospect, we shouldn't have had the scum bar handle the catering. This is the daisy we stomped on together. Wedding traditions are weird. Elaine and me together forever. The daggers are symbolic of cutting through troubles, I think. Elaine and me together forever. The daggers are symbolic of cutting through troubles, I think. I wrote a great haiku for the wedding invitation. That's either Elaine's wedding veil or my handkerchief. We got them to match. I don't know why you have to have candy-coated almonds at a wedding, but apparently you do. Oh man, this was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian billionaire and tried to use a mystical talisman to make Elaine his bride. The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate, or even an insult at all. Or was it? Everything started because they thought Elaine was dead, so they held an election to replace her. LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. I made a goofy monster out of prosthetic body parts. It didn't help with anything, but I had fun doing it. LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the entire Caribbean. Or so it seemed. I had to wear a hook for a while. It came in handy. The death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death.
Bienvenido al canal.
Except when it does. I went on trial for my life on 4 separate charges. I defended myself, of course. Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my Big Whoop adventure. I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread. I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread.
Take this, LeChuck! No! Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next?
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes. It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir. Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs.
I've never had one of those.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow. What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
You kids better have money.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of money. Can we get some chicken foot fries?
You got 2 pieces of 8. That's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Have you got any?
No.
Then no fries.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
It unlocks the outhouse outside. Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids. I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
I guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
Can we get some chicken foot fries?
You got 2 pieces of 8?
No.
Then no fries.
How much are those chicken foot fries?
Chicken foot fries are 2 pieces of 8.
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
How much is a mug of grog?
Grog's for grown-ups. Beat it.
Can we get a mug of grog, please?
I told you, grog's only for grown-ups. Stop wasting my time.
I once had the hiccups.
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog. What should we do next?
Let's look for change in the outhouse. Maybe we can find enough to get scurvy dogs. Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in?
Exhibit removed. Aww. Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Yeah, let's get scurvy dogs instead. I'm hungry.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
Good, you unlocked it.
Ugh, what is this stuff? It smells the same as the toilet. Please wash hands before leaving outhouse.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien for butts.
Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way, you do.
Okay. Gross. Gross. It isn't a piece of eight, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of eight.
That's called a
A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin. I don't see any coins, and I'm not putting my hands in that.
I can stand on my head without using.
This would be great for apple bobbing. Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Bill.
Ha! He's dead to the world.
Ah, sounds real. What can we get with this?
Tastes like a piece of eight. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect.
Take 'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours. This is the perfect food. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do? That's my friend D. Hey, D.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly, and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies, but the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
Chucky. Want a race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
I win!
Hey, hands off.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days. No regard for personal property.
Gotta run.
How rude.
Don't feed the duck.
Espero ese Chucky
What's
será.
this red glob on the ground?
That's
Oh.
ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs. You should put that on your scurvy dog.
Sí, el mismísimo.
I want to say 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
Do you want a sword fight with me?
You don't look very challenging.
Let's be frank. You could never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level.
I win.
I win.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun. Do not pick the 4-leaf clovers. As if. Let's look for a 4-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
I found one.
Awesome.
There was still one left. Darn.
Do you like to hunt for 4-leaf clovers?
Yeah, I leave them where they are and take the extra leaves off. I want things to be even.
I wonder where this path goes.
I should find a coin to throw in.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
I should throw my coin in and make a wish. I wish Chucky had a mustache.
Ah! Whoa!
I wish D would disappear.
What?
Hey, neat.
Ouch!
Hey. I never thought I'd ever find one. I wish for a cool plant.
A plant? What a waste of a wish.
Ooh.
I take it back. That was the best.
I wish for another scurvy dog.
Those things are bad for you. Told you so.
could speak backwards. Or what if
Yes, you know.
Yes. Well, yes, yes, you go.
that was fun?
Oh man, it wore off.
Too bad. You made more sense than usual.
What you looking at?
Those kids jumping rope down there, they're doing it wrong.
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, kids. Having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop. Oh, boy. That takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it's really funny.
You guys always...
Bob. Quede pa' dentro.
Make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island, you fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, Chuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Les buscaré quién es Dominica Armato.
Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, freebooting mostly, swashbuckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him. LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point.
Es el
We've been
mismo
enemies for
doblador
my
de los
whole career.
anteriores.
Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
Sí.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me. I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm going to hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you. I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
I've got a few coins for incidentals.
Jaja.
Re-elect Governor Carla. I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard. I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard. I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard. I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to. I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition. Looks like a circus act. Maybe. Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
La música Wii. Como cambio es más rockera en esta parte.
Where are the three older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition. Who is it that you think you are exactly?
I'm the rock-solid investment you've been waiting for.
Spare me the greasy sales pitch.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a mystery for the ages that must be solved.
The only mystery here is who let you into this bar.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. The percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
With backing, I can work it out. It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies. Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better.
Jaja.
Ooh, the name seems to fit even better than it used to. Elaine?
Guybrush! Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of lines to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
Sounds like we've both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you.
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks. I'll try that. You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you say bye 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 first.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. It doesn't look finished.
Era más guapa en recurse. Feita. Ah, no sé. La nerfearon. A mí me gustó el dibujo. Son como las animaciones que alguna vez hice.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers. They're having a half-off sale. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store. Oh, yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now. If any clock were the exception to that rule, it would be this one. Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee. I hope he's not still sore about the monocle. At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. The sign says, at Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. This place has kind of gone downhill. What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
You mean?
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
Ooh. You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
It does?
Most assuredly.
Elaine would never have stood for this when she was governor. Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door. Things are not what they seem. All keys are gold. It's the way of keys.
Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. It seems to be stuck closed. It seems to be stuck closed. Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan! Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I noticed you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway.
I assume you'll be here when I get back?
Don't tease me, Guybrush.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp, without the clean parts.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
Could I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sale, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought...
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters. It's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Are you sure there's no way I can get a ship from you?
I'm afraid that's the case.
Nuts. It's starting to look like LeChuck's ship really is the only available ship on the island. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing. See you later.
Yep.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic. You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time. And I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors.
Imagine that.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
How's your day going?
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away. I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Welcome to my shop.
Hello. Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
What's this lock?
That's for hats.
What's that key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
Can I try out your key grinder?
No. I wouldn't want you to lose any fingers.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
Looks sort of like an eye. I think it's a chandelier. Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed up hack.
When was the last time you had a bath?
Ha! That was marginally clever.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
How's the governorship treating you?
It's not as straightforward as I'd hoped. For some reason, you can't just tell everyone what to do and assume they'll do it. That's new territory for me.
Not for me. Maybe I should be governor.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Rirezu 9T4. Bienvenido al canal.
I've got my own project cooking.
Of course you do. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
So unlikely, but still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh, gosh. You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech.
Darn.
There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Well. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
I've got a few coins for incidentals. Edgy. Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. Edgy. Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book. I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it. Warning, do not try these tricks at home.
Ok, lo dejaremos aquí. Será hasta la próxima. Buenas noches.